Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mouse Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm,
John, how are you?
I'm good.
John.
Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, I was going to say it's so special when we do this because
Right.
a lot of times this is what we got. You know, this is the time that we hang out.
You know, life gets so busy, so hectic.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to compare, but you have your kids, and
No,
then
life is busy and it's,
yeah. But it is really special when we get to do it. It means a lot to me.
Same here.
It honestly does.
Yeah. And that's why, despite, what growth or not or hate or love, this is our passion project too, so
Yeah, absolutely.
love doing it.
But I've been gone.
He's been gone.
I've been gone.
That's why.
That's a lot of the reason why we haven't seen each other. I've been gone.
Yeah. So let me get this straight. You went on a cruise, not a Disney cruise, but you went on a cruise, and then because you were in the area, you popped into Disney Springs.
Yeah.
So, we'll talk plenty of Disney Springs, but I want to hear about your cruise. I want to hear about your vacation.
Let's get the vacation out of the way. That way I can tell
Yeah.
you the important part of the vacation.
Yes.
Because, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
Disney Springs was the best part of the vacation.
All right.
Now, this can mean a couple things coming from someone who doesn't know the story already. This can mean a couple things.
Yeah.
Was the vacation bad and I just enjoyed myself at Disney Springs?
Right.
Or do I just love Disney Springs that much?
Right.
It can mean a few things.
And by the way, a vacation in Disney World is amazing, as we know, but Disney Springs in itself is a time. Then you could spend days there.
Oh, John. We'll get to that.
We'll
get to that. We'll get to that. Let's start here.
Yeah.
I went on a cruise that left from New York and it went down to the Bahamas.
Okay, it left from New York.
I drove to we took a bus
Okay.
to Brooklyn.
Okay.
Left from Brooklyn, New York. We spent the day at sea. We stopped at Fort Canaveral in Florida.
Okay. Oh, so you went from New York to Florida by sea.
By sea.
You went by boat.
By boat.
How was that? How was day at sea?
Let me tell you something. First time I've ever been on a cruise before.
Okay.
I've been on like the ferry ride to like Block Island and whatnot. That's like an hour-long ferry ride.
Yeah.
Enjoyable and whatnot.
Okay.
But still, I've never been out on the open ocean for that extended. And I was gone for 8 days.
Crazy.
And this
Wow.
was...
That's a big cruise. This is a long cruise.
It was actually, honestly, regardless of anything I'm about to say, this is just Andrew from Mouse Cheers talking.
Yeah.
Because, Andrew the person talking, it was actually... it was almost like a gift vacation. It was very kind. I didn't pay for anything.
That's wonderful.
So it was very kind of them. The company I kept was great. They were extremely nice. We had a great time.
Good.
But now it's just gonna be Andrew from Mouse Cheers talking, because Disney is my kind of vacation. So absolutely no hate on anyone or anything that happened. I'm eternally grateful. We had a great time.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little hate.
Yeah.
Cruises aren't my thing.
Okay.
They're not my thing. I didn't catch the bug. And here's the thing. Couple things. One, it was the first day was the day at sea, right? And we were going to Fort Canaveral, Florida.
Yeah.
There were times where you forget you're on a boat. You do.
Okay.
So it's like I was, even though I've been on like that boat ride to Block Island and I don't get seasick or anything like that.
Yeah.
Still part of your head goes, but who knows?
What if I get
Maybe
seasick?
if I get, what if I get seasick, right? I had no seasick problems.
Okay,
Let me
good.
just tell you that.
Good.
And there were times where you forget you're on a boat. But in those quiet moments, when you're in the bathroom, when you're trying to sleep,
Yeah.
you know you're on a boat.
Got it.
And I don't like it.
Oh.
And I don't like it.
Because is there always like a...
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
some kind of sway.
When I got back, I was doing this.
No.
Yeah, my head was doing that.
Wow,
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like that. And
Well, plus you were a long cruise. That was a long one.
it was a long first cruise. And and this is Andrew from Mouse Cheers talking. I'm a Disney fan.
Yeah.
Disney is my vacation.
Yeah.
So everything I'm comparing it to is comparing it to Disney right now.
Right.
That's the biggest problem.
Okay.
So let me hit you with a couple things.
Here it is.
Let me hit you with a couple things that I noticed right away.
Yeah.
The food was terrible.
Really?
It was terrible. It
Wow.
was terrible. It is a lot of food.
Quantity over quality. But is that cruise food? No, because like, Disney has like Remy's and stuff, or the Avengers, the new Avengers one on the Wish,
Yeah.
and those are like upscale things.
Here's the thing. I've had amazing food in Disney World.
Yeah.
I've had not great food in Disney World.
Yeah.
But regardless, you can always have something else if you have a not great meal.
Right.
John, it's the same thing every day.
Yeah. Wow.
There are lots of options, yeah. But I'm also the type of guy that I go to a buffet, I fill my plate with everything I like.
Yeah.
So day one, I've had everything.
Right. Right.
There's no options.
Oh,
It's
no.
the same thing.
Yikes.
Your stomach it doesn't sit well in your stomach after a while.
Right,
It's
right, yeah.
cafeteria food the same
Always.
every day.
Yikes.
And I mean, there were small changes like instead of chicken one day it was turkey. It's changes like that.
Right.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some people love it. I met a very, very nice lady. Cheers to Diane. And your
Cheers,
daughter,
Diane.
your daughter Dana. I got a picture with them. They were number one
they were
fans
the
of mine.
karaoke fans.
Yeah.
Sent me a picture of that.
Yeah. I was famous on the cruise for
That's
7
funny.
days for my karaoke. But Diane. She's in the 30s when it comes to her cruise career. She's been
Really?
on 30 plus cruises. It's some people's thing,
Yeah.
and God bless those people. I'm a Disney guy.
Yeah, me too.
Let me hit you with something else.
Yeah.
The entertainment. I saw a lot of the live music because that's what I'm into.
Yeah.
It was fine. Here's the best way I can put it.
Okay.
If you're from I'm gonna use a northeastern reference, and just bear with me here.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on a floating Providence Place mall.
Oh.
Do you think you could spend 8 days in a Providence Place mall?
No, I couldn't spend one full day in a Providence Place.
Me either.
Wow.
It was like the Providence Place Mall, but they kept on having activities to keep everyone entertained.
Wow.
The live music,
So-
some people were good, but
So was there like a pool on the ship?
there
and
were
stuff?
several pools.
Okay.
And
were there jacuzzis?
Several jacuzzis, and I never went in the pool, but I sat by the pool a lot. I went in the jacuzzi a few times. Enjoyable, and I do have to say, sitting at a jacuzzi, looking out at the ocean, that's an amazing thing. It is.
Yeah.
Is it worth it though?
Yeah.
No,
So your travel. Okay. So did you drink?
a little.
Yeah. Did. Yeah.
Just really quick before we get off the subject of drinking,
Yeah.
even I drank a little bit,
Yeah.
and by a little, I would say I had a few margaritas every other day, maybe.
Okay.
But since you're constantly rocking, you don't want your head doing that too.
Right.
So, like, I don't understand these people who buy. I didn't buy a drink package or anything like that.
Right.
I don't understand these people who do that and are drinking this much. Because how can you physically be rocking and then drink to the point where your head's rocking too?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how you get
Yeah, I
sick.
don't get it.
That's how you get
Yeah.
sick. Yeah. So that is specifically why I held back.
What was the cruise? Was it like Royal Caribbean or
It
something?
was MSC. It's a European cruise.
Okay.
And it was actually, I didn't know this, but I know this now. It was actually the first cruise that left from New York.
Oh, was that the maiden voyage?
Yeah, it was the maiden voyage.
You were on the what the heck?
I was on the test trial.
Yeah, you were on the the soft opening.
Yeah.
No, you were on the what do you call it? The it's not called maiden voyage, but it's called something else.
I don't know anything about boats. Do I look like a boat guy?
No.
No, I don't.
I was booked on the Disney Wish, and we had to back out. I don't know if I told this, but the dinner times, the early times were all given out, and we had the late times by default. And with our baby, we could not do that because that was his bedtime, and we'd be eating dinner at that time.
Yeah.
So we actually had to back out,
Yeah.
and we just extended our Disney World trip because it was going to be like a half and half.
Let me tell you a few things. Have you been on a cruise?
No.
Let me tell you a few things.
Yeah.
There was part of me, we'll get to the Disney part, so I'm specifically leaving that out. But there was part, because we went to the Bahamas, right?
How were the
And
Bahamas?
I hated the Bahamas.
What?
I hated the Bahamas.
Really? Did you get out of the boat?
I did, and I wanted back on immediately.
No kidding.
Because here's the thing, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beaches are beautiful, whatever. Once you get past the beaches, I literally equated it to a bad part of New York.
Really?
Like you're scared you're gonna get stabbed.
Right.
Like it's literally like a.
Yeah.
Literally like it's just not the place you want to be.
So let me ask you, you go there. What was the area called in Bahamas? Do you remember?
So we went to. Let me just give you the map out really quick of where we went. A day at sea. First stop was Fort Canaveral, Florida. Then another day at sea. We stopped at the Bahamas, Nassau, right?
Nassau.
Nassau.
That's where Disney stopped. And everybody on like the threads and stuff say, "Stay on the ship."
So we parked next to a Disney cruise ship. And,
Oh, yeah?
And part of me was like,
I want to get on.
I
that one.
wish.
Yeah.
I wish. Dude, stay on the ship.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
Stay on the ship.
Damn.
It's bad.
You got off the ship.
It's like a third. It's like a third world country. Like
Really?
the living conditions. It's sad, and they obviously a lot of their income is the tourists, right?
Yeah. These people who set up
It's
like booths
like
and whatnot.
when I hit the nail on the head when I equated it to New York. You know, when you go to New York and like people put things in your hands and be like, "Oh, are you gonna give me money for this?" It's like that times 10.
Dang.
Times 10. John.
Wow.
There was a distillery there. I wanted to go to the distillery.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know how to get there. I'm not about to walk around, so I got a taxi. Taxis are easy to get. There's a bunch of people there. Didn't feel safe in that taxi, but I did it.
Jeez.
$20 for a taxi.
Yeah.
He took me on a 10-minute ride.
Yeah.
Got to the distillery. The distillery didn't take long at all because a few reasons why. I took the tour, but it was a 7-minute tour. I was like, oh.
7-minute tour.
It's a 7-minute tour. And it was a rum distillery. I'm not a rum guy.
Okay.
I'm a whiskey guy. So I'm like, I'm at the distillery, John. I'm like, because the taxi guy was like, you want me to wait for you? I was like, no. Because I know he's going to ask me for another $20 to take me back.
He's going to run, and he's probably going to run the time that he's waiting for you.
John, from the distillery, I saw the boat. I could walk there.
No.
This guy took me on a 10-minute drive because
He wanted to.
it was like, you're never going to find your way back. I have to wait for you.
What?
The whole place was terrible.
Wow.
I hated it. Went right back on the boat.
Yeah.
So, and they call and like if you like to shop or whatever, in these they call it the world famous straw market.
Mm-hmm.
John, it's all garbage. And
Really?
like all the shirts, if you want to buy a shirt, which I did not. Why would I want merchandise at this place? I'm giving a lot of hate. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You're allowed to hate.
They're not like how you would picture like a gift shop. All the shirts are on the ground, and you have to sort through them.
Really?
Like it's
It's a mess.
It's a mess. It's a mess. And I did not like being there. I got back on the boat at ASAP.
I'm surprised you went out, like got a taxi and stuff.
Well,
You didn't just stay on the beach. You like went out.
yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. That's my middle name.
Yeah.
The next stop.
Well, hold on. How was Port Canaveral?
Please, John.
That was before Bahamas.
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're just laying it out. You're mapping it.
I'm mapping it.
He's mapping it. Sorry.
I'm mapping it.
Continue.
The next stop was the private islands of the MSC cruise.
Okay. So a lot of cruises have their private islands. Disney obviously has Castaway Cay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful.
An
Yeah.
island.
I don't care.
Yeah.
John, I don't care.
Understood.
Yeah. Couple things.
Yeah.
And if that's your thing,
Awesome.
awesome. It's just not my thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the water's blue. The water's blue. It's picture perfect. I don't care.
Yeah.
Couple things. There were no waves. Like, because the
just
private
like-
island is just a beach. Like, it's a beach
Yeah.
day because there's nothing there. A couple gift shops, but it's a beach day.
Yeah.
But, and, the island is set up of like 8 to 10 beaches, right? That you can go to. But it's like swimming in like a lagoon. Yeah, the water is blue and it's pretty, but it's like swimming in like a lake. Like, there
Yeah.
are no waves or anything. My ideal ocean is like a lake
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm so used to New England oceans, right?
Yeah.
No waves. Yeah, the water's blue, but would I take blue water over waves? No.
Right. Right.
And then it was a matter of this. Let me throw this at you, which you're not going to see coming because I didn't see coming. They had a barbecue on the private island.
Interesting.
Sounds nice, right?
Yeah, it does.
John, it was the same food that's in the buffet.
Of course. You know why? It's because it's this private island owned by the company, and what they do is like the staff that's on the ship gets out and
Yeah, no,
Staffs the
exactly.
island.
Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't sound like my thing either, to be honest. And you know what? Whenever I look to book a Disney cruise, and I've almost done it, and I have done it, but I've always backed out a little bit. But it's because when all is said and all is done, I'd rather just be in Disney.
And
I don't
and that's what it comes down to. As far as vacationing, I'm very much a Disney guy, and I've solidified that because of this.
Yeah.
Because of this.
No, that's not to say, like, I'll take a different kind of vacation, but I'm usually good after like 3 days. 3 days, I'm like, I go home. I go to Disney. I go to Florida. I don't want to come home ever.
That's the perfect way to put it. It's
Yeah.
the perfect way to put
Mhm.
it. It is. As far as anything else, before I get to Fort Canaveral and whatnot, because then it was 2 days at sea back. That's hefty when all you
Yeah.
have to do is the ship entertainment.
Is there like Wi-Fi and like a
The only thing you could do is the ship had an app so you can look at like daily activities or book a reservation. That's all you can
and you
do.
said you had karaoke.
Karaoke, we'll get to that.
Okay.
I was out of contact.
Oh my goodness. So you couldn't like
Which-
watch stuff on your phone, or
No.
I would have brought like a Nintendo Switch or
Yeah.
something, or my Kindle. or-
Yeah, exactly.
But then just be at home.
then be at home. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and like I'm not a big like social media guy or anything like that. So it's not like I missed that.
Right.
But you feel, how can I put this? I don't even know how to put it. It's not even the social media. Take away the social media.
Yeah.
But let me text people. Like you're out of contact.
Yeah. You're
and
off
that's
the grid.
Yeah, and that's unsettling almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there were even some weird times where I would get texts, but I couldn't send texts. That was weird and
Yeah.
very bothersome because there was a small problem that arose, and I was seeing the messages, but I couldn't intervene and help. So that was
Sucks.
bothersome.
Yeah.
That was very bothersome. Yes.
And you had sent me a text that I got like the next day, but I answered you right when I got it, and you're like, "Yeah, I sent that yesterday."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was very bothersome. As far as what?
Did you bring it?
Please.
Okay, yeah.
Please.
Okay, sorry. I just thought of it.
I know you're excited.
Yeah.
Everything has to wait. It'll come.
Okay.
Everything has to wait.
Okay. So
As far as karaoke,
yeah.
there was karaoke every night from 10 to 11:30.
Why? Why do you insist on not talking about Fort Canaveral?
Because that's going to be the big thing we talk about.
Oh.
Yeah.
You visited D Springs in the middle of the cruise.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's going to be the big thing we talk about because it was the best part of the trip. I have a lot to say. I want to get all this out of the way.
I'm sorry. For some reason, in my head, you went there after the cruise.
Oh, no.
But no, you went down. That was like one of the first things you did.
It was the first
It was
thing
like
I
day
did.
2 you were
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank
All
you.
right. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'd be
so
like,
let's-
pulling out and be
Yeah.
like, no. All right, sorry. Continue.
We will talk. It'll be
Yeah.
the big thing we talk
Okay,
about. Believe
very
me.
good,
I just
very
want to get all this out of the way.
Very good. Yeah, because it's a Disney podcast.
It's a
after
Disney
all.
podcast.
But we care about Andrew. We want
let
to
me,
hear about his vacation.
let me just get all
Yeah.
this out of the way.
Yeah.
As far as karaoke, there was karaoke every night from 10 to 11:30.
Yeah.
I was famous on the ship for 7 days. I was. People were. So I started the night. I sang "Twist and Shout."
It's my boy.
People loved it. All well and good. Second night, I show up. I do a song from Elvis. I do "If I Can Dream."
A lot of people, same people going? Or kind of a different crowd each night?
For the most part, a lot of the same people, but like I did notice like different crowds. Like there was one night I did some Phantom of the Opera songs.
Nice.
I couldn't have done that the previous night.
Yeah.
But
So you
this
read the
crowd,
room.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Second night, so I did Twist and Shout. Second night, I did Elvis song "If I Can Dream." John, people lost their minds.
Nice.
I was known as Elvis of the ship.
Wait.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
And from then on, when they called me up for karaoke, because I did karaoke every night,
Yeah.
they said, "And the Elvis of the ship," and
That's awesome.
that's how I was known.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I did Twist and all. When all was said and done, I did Twist and Shout 3 times
Yeah.
because I did Twist and Shout again, and then the last night I actually sang with the band. And they were like, "Oh, this guy needs no introduction to Elvis of the ship,
What?
Andrew." And then,
That's
I was like, "Oh, let's do it! All right."
Yeah.
So I
that's
sang
so
with the
cool.
band on the last night. A very nice woman was giving me very nice compliments, and she said she's a big Elvis fan. So I did another Elvis song, and I dedicated it to her. Then people started asking me to dedicate songs to them.
What?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It was very special. It was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
special. I honestly had a following. People would come hear me sing, and there was one day I didn't sing because my name was in, but someone wanted to sing, and I was like, "Oh, take my spot." And everyone came up to me, "Why didn't you sing?" "Oh, well, I gave them my spot." "Oh, well, then now I'm a nice guy."
Now
see?
you're a hero.
Now I'm a hero.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, that was so nice of you, but you're singing tomorrow, right?" It was just, and then, my number one fan bought me a bottle of champagne at the end of the
Really
trip.
cool.
It was so nice. It was so nice.
That's nice. Like, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah.
a nice little thing that happened on
yeah.
that.
So it was the second best part of the whole trip.
Cool.
Yeah. As I think, honestly, that's about it. So that's my take on the whole cruise thing.
Okay.
I didn't catch the bug. I wouldn't go on another one again.
So even if like a Disney cruise, like they got fireworks and stuff, they got a water slide on the ship and all that stuff, you wouldn't go on it? Or what about like a 3-day cruise? You're at sea, you're at Castaway Cay. No, sorry. You're at sea, you go to Nassau, stay on the ship, go to Castaway Cay, and then back. Would you do that?
I would consider it not more than 3 days, though.
Right.
And only if, like, I was with you or something.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say, hey, I'm booking this. Who wants to come?
Right.
No.
Right. It would need to be together.
It would need, like...
we ought to one day.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's a mix.
Exactly.
Like, hey, 3 days here, then we're popping to Disney World.
It would really need to be under specific, circumstances. And really no more than 3 days. You know.
I'm on the same boat, and I don't even like. I guess I don't even know, but I feel it. Like I feel like.
And here's the thing: like when we do this, like, and let's not kid ourselves. It's gonna go to Nassau.
It's going to Nassau.
I don't want to get off the ship, but part of me wants you to experience.
I don't know, man. I feel I'd be too scared to do it, but
honestly, I would be okay. Like we can just look up videos.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't catch the bug.
You should have just taken a video of yourself, like in the cab, like.
I was afraid to take my phone out, dude. They would take it.
Unreal.
I'm sure there are plenty of nice people there, but Jesus, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about too. Anyway, this is going to be the last podcast, by the way.
This is the finale. No, we're almost at our episode 50 Q&A.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So get your questions in.
Get your questions in. Read comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Fork and Ava for a moment.
Let's
okay?
do it. Yeah.
Because on the ship, you can book excursions, right?
Okay.
And essentially, if you get off the ship and you do something, you have to do your thing and be back in time before the ship leaves, because the ship will leave without you.
It's freaking nuts.
It's scary, especially if you're in Nassau.
I would have let them leave me in Fork and Averill.
Honestly, I
made my way back.
It's funny enough. I said that.
Really?
I said that too. Like I was like, it would have been okay. Like,
Yeah.
But when you book excursions with the ship, now you're the ship's responsibility. They can't leave without you. That's the thing. If you do things on your own, take a taxi somewhere, you make sure you're back. You book an excursion with the ship, well, you're paying the ship to do you a service. So I paid the ship to get me on a bus to take me to Disney Springs and bring me back.
Got you.
So the ship wasn't going to leave without me.
Got you.
So I said I paid for the bus. The ship was going to bring me to Disney Springs. And I was there 6 hours. 6 hours I was there.
Nice.
John.
Yeah.
No, it's not enough time.
I know.
6 hours. That's a healthy amount of time, right? John, I was rushing to do everything I wanted to do.
That's too bad.
In 6 hours. So let me walk you through what happened.
Yeah. So he goes to Disney Springs.
I get on the bus. I'm in Disney Springs. Living the dream.
Of course.
Living the dream. Because I know kind of right away what this cruise is going to be. I've had the day at sea. I've had the food. I've experienced some of the entertainment. I just, it doesn't take long to gauge what kind of vacation this is going to be.
Yes.
I was living the dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Let me walk you through it. I get to Disney Springs.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing I do? John, I'm a little hungry.
You going to Polite Pig?
John, I'm going to Polite Pig.
Boom. He tries Polite Pig. And he hasn't told me anything about this yet.
We have not talked about this.
Yeah. I asked him, and he's like, save it for the pod.
I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, no doubt.
John, I loved Polite Pig.
Yes.
John, while I was eating the food, I swear to God, I verbally said this. I was alone.
Yeah.
I said this. I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Boom.
This is what I'm talking about.
It's really good.
Especially when you're coming from the cruise food.
Yeah.
But, like, it's my kind of food.
Yes, that's like right up your alley.
It's right up my alley. So here's what I got, right? I got the pulled pork sandwich, and then I got the smoked mac and cheese.
Yeah. You're done.
John, the pulled pork sandwich, and I sampled a couple of their barbecue sauces, by the way.
Yeah,
I sampled.
Nice.
I forgot the names of it, but I remember the descriptions of it. One of them was said goes best on a pulled pork sandwich,
Okay.
and then one of them said goes best on brisket.
Okay.
So I got one of each. I liked the one that goes on brisket better, even though I had a pulled pork sandwich. So that's the one I used.
Nice. This is, similar.
But you can taste. This is a quick service, yeah. But this is quality food.
Oh yeah.
This is quality
Yeah.
food. You can taste the smoke in this, like this pulled pork. Like this is not.
Well, I'll tell you, it does not feel like a quick service.
It doesn't.
It is, but did you sit in or were you sitting outside?
I sat in.
Yeah,
I sat in because it started raining. I was like, oh,
nice.
perfect. I'll sit in. So I sat in. The mac and cheese. This is the type of mac and cheese. You grab a forkful, you bring it up to your mouth, and the string cheese is like it's quality mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It's just I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm so glad you loved it. I didn't know.
That's loved it.
Great.
Oh.
I thought you would, and it's above Regal Eagle at that point, in my opinion. You got Regal Eagle, you got Polite, like a step above.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Quality-wise, yes.
Yeah.
But I love me some brisket and Texas toast.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to try Andy's Backyard Barbecue in Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's going to be along the lines of Polite Pig and Regal Eagle and stuff. So, another one to try.
But honestly, it's one that makes me go, how dare I walk past it?
Right.
How dare I walk past it?
Right. It took so long for us to
dare
try it. We both tried it for the first time this year.
What a year.
Yeah.
What a year.
What a year.
God. So I'm eating. It's raining, right? I figured, it rains every day in Florida. It'll be done by the time I'm done eating. It's not done.
Oh.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Here's my plan.
Plenty of indoor stuff.
I'm at Polite Pig, right next door. Realistically, 15 steps maybe. And that's only because I have to go around some tables.
Yeah.
To the Harley-Davidson store.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm just going to make my way to the Harley-Davidson store, get my bearings.
Yeah.
Because there are a few things I want. The first thing I did was I ate. So, I've done nothing.
Yeah.
So get my bearings, understand what I want to do, where I want to go next, and then move from there.
You got to plan your time, yeah.
So I get everything. I get my wallet, I get my phone, I get my because I brought my sunglasses. I didn't know it was going to rain.
Got it.
Brought my sunglasses. 15 steps to the Harley-Davidson store. Where are my sunglasses? Okay, that was weird. I must have dropped them because I sort of fast walked, raining and whatnot. Backtrack. No sunglasses. I go back to the table. Where'd the sunglasses go? I literally just had them. Gone.
What?
I wasn't even mad. I was like, that is hilarious. I guess I gotta buy sunglasses now. So, I wasn't even mad. But it was just a funny thing that happened.
You never found them?
Never found them.
What?
No, I was like, oh, well, I guess I gotta buy sunglasses.
Did you get pickpocketed or something? Or
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Wow.
Well, we're not in Nassau, so probably not.
Yeah,
but so I was like, okay, whatever. I'll buy sunglasses. Honestly, I like knowing my things came from Disney World anyway.
It would be so funny if you're like going to pay for the sunglasses, you realize, oh, I'm wearing them.
It's classic comedy.
Yeah,
classic comedy. So first thing I do is I buy a poncho. Because
did you buy the poncho in Harley Davidson?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. Because from Harley Davidson you can walk under what are the pavilions,
the arc,
the arc,
yeah.
And it leads to the World of Disney.
Okay.
And I was like, that's my next stop anyway.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna walk to the World of Disney, no big deal. Buy what I need to buy a poncho at the same time.
Got it.
And that's exactly what I did.
Got you.
I only bought in the World of Disney. I looked around for a little bit for sunglasses. I couldn't find any, but I knew there were like sunglass places I could go in Disney Springs, so I didn't worry about it anyway. In the World of Disney, I only bought 5 things.
What'd you buy? I don't believe it's pretty heavy.
It's pretty heavy, right?
Wow.
The 5 things are only for you and Ariel.
That is so nice. Can you see it?
Mickey's Hot Chocolate.
Mickey's Hot Chocolate. Dude, I think I complained about this, that I was looking for it, and there was like tea, and there was coffee. Oh, I wanted to build it.
That's okay.
There was tea, there was coffee, and there was no hot chocolate. And I was looking.
There we go.
And so when I texted him and he said it was there, I said, "Can you buy 5?" And he said, "Yes."
They looked at me. They were like, "Andrew from Mouse Cheers, what are you doing here?" I'm like, "What do you mean what am I doing here? This is my place." They were like, "Free of charge." I was like, that's not how it went down. But in my head, that's how it went down.
Yes. These are a little pricey. How much are these?
Yeah, it's
Like
free.
$17, $20?
It was free of charge for Andrew from Mouse Cheers, actually.
All right.
It was a gift from me to you.
It is a very nice gift. I still feel I'm going to Venmo you randomly one day.
No, it was a gift from me to you.
Okay.
You've done plenty for me.
Well, I really appreciate it.
Of
like
course.
you don't know how much this ruins all hot chocolate for me. Like
I know.
This is the only one I like. Whenever I
Mhm.
have a hot chocolate that's not this, I'm disappointed. And nothing takes me back to Disney World. Wraps up a night at Disney World with a cup of hot chocolate than having this at my house.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And I'm having a baby soon. It might be it'll be a hot minute before I can get back down there. This, as extreme as it sounds, this will get me by.
And there we go.
Buddy, thank you.
You
That
know,
is fantastic.
No, you're very welcome. I'd do anything for you.
Of course, same here.
But so that was the second thing I did.
Okay, that's all you bought in World of Disney?
World of Disney, because I didn't even know that. Like, because I was gonna browse a little bit.
Yeah.
It just so happens I saw them in World of Disney.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, here they are. I'm going to snatch them up while I can.
Got you.
So I got those secured. Now I don't
Nice.
have to worry. Check mark. Because time's a ticking. I only have 6 hours. Don't
I
forget.
know, that's rough.
Don't forget.
'Cause 6
I'm
hours
not a,
sounds like a lot. It's not.
It's not. Don't forget, I'm not on a Disney vacation. I'm just in Disney Springs at the moment.
It's like a tease.
That is, John, it's not a good feeling. Honestly,
yeah.
yeah. It would have been better not to go at all.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a tease, and then you're like, all right, well,
Yep.
bye.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's rough.
Exactly. I leave the world of Disney. I have my cocoa. I have my poncho. The rain doesn't stop me
No.
at
Oh, it doesn't
all.
say. Yeah.
At all doesn't stop me. No, I don't. I'm in my poncho. My shoes are getting wet. Who cares?
Rainy day at Disney is better than a sunny day at the office.
Honestly,
Yeah.
and everyone, I'm looking around. I made a video. We'll put it up on the YouTube page.
Yeah.
I'm looking around. Everyone's hiding, just standing there, letting precious time go by. These people clearly aren't on a 6-hour time crunch.
No.
Letting precious time go by. You are in Disney Springs, people. This is Florida.
Yeah.
It rains every day.
Yeah.
Get yourself
out
a
there.
poncho. Get yourself an umbrella. Get moving.
That's basically the video he made. So yeah.
But you know what? Don't
Yeah,
move.
Yeah. You stay there. I'm gonna make.
You let me do my thing. I'm on a time crunch anyway. I don't need the lines.
Right.
John, I had a great time in Disney Springs.
I'm so glad you did.
right after World of Disney. I was like, let me just secure this sunglass problem.
Sure.
I go to 3 sunglass stores.
Okay. Nice.
Here's the problem.
What's that?
They're trying to sell you the Ray-Bans.
Of course.
Those are expensive.
Dude, you don't need Ray. Did you buy Ray-Bans?
No.
Okay. You don't need Ray-Ban sunglasses.
I don't.
And I get worried that I'm just gonna ruin the sunglasses or lose them.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
I lose sunglasses. I also don't wear them often.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an aviator guy. I like aviators.
I like aviators too.
I'm an aviator
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
So I was honestly after aviators. But a lot of the places that sell the Ray-Bans sell aviators that like are Gucci or whatever. They're
Sure.
still
Yeah,
like
yeah,
$200.
Yeah, they're big. Yeah, and that's a crazy price for glasses.
Yeah. I went to 4 places, found aviators, all the same price of $200+.
Wow.
It wasn't until I went to where did I find them? You know where I found them? What's the place called?
Trendy.
No, well, yeah, I later found them there.
Okay.
But I actually purchased them in the House of Blues gift shop.
Oh yeah, House of Blues. I had brunch there. It was good. It was good.
I have never eaten at House
Okay.
of Blues. Let me tell you what brought me there. I also wanted to go to an ATM.
Oh, you're right. Oh yeah. Was I right? Or was it just the Chase ATMs there? Or?
It's just the Chase ATMs
Okay,
there.
yeah.
The one at House of Blues, unfortunately, was closed, but
Mm.
the trip wasn't for nothing because I got my sunglasses.
Okay, nice.
The ATM I ended up going to was by the main stage, by the World of Disney,
Yep.
where like the Wetzel's Pretzels
Yep,
is.
that's exactly.
and
That's
there's
the one I was thinking of when I told you.
exactly. There's a DVC booth,
Yep.
and then the ATM is right there.
Yep.
So that's where I ended up using the ATM, but it wasn't a wasted trip because I got my sunglasses.
Can I vent real quick?
Please?
This Disney Chase area next to the ATM, it's like Disney Chase. So I have a Disney Chase card, and when you spend money, you get Disney points. So I'm like, I go there, and I'm like, okay, how can I claim my points? I would like to redeem my points. And they're like, oh, okay, here, call this number. I'm like, okay. I'm walking away. I'm like, what are you guys here for? What do they do? What do they do?
Yeah, I don't know.
They probably just run people's credit and they let people apply.
Oh yeah,
That's probably what
yeah,
they're there
yeah,
for.
yeah. That's.
But I'm like, if
yeah.
you have a booth, let them do the thing.
yeah,
Because what am I calling? Why can't they do what the person I'm calling does?
right.
So anyway, there's just a little vent.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. But,
Yeah.
but you know.
Oh no! I'm sorry. It goes even further than that. They didn't have the reward card either. You have to like get a reward card and then
Yeah.
redeem the points onto the card.
Uh-huh.
They didn't even have that. They're like, you got to go to guest services. So I had to go to guest services. What are they there for?
What are they?
Give
there
them
for?
those cards
Honestly.
and let them be able to activate them. What's happening?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, just a little vent.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
But because it was like basically a free vacation, I felt bad, so I wanted to get some cash and just give it to the very kind people
Okay.
that let me tag along. So I was like, here's a couple $100.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
Yeah. So I wanted to get to an ATM too. So I did that. First time using an ATM there. But let me tell you, grand spot for the ATM because you know what I did next?
What's that?
I got myself a Wetzel's pretzel.
There it is.
I got myself a Wetzel's pretzels. Sinful cinnamon, always.
I haven't tried it yet.
Always.
Yeah.
I won't pass a Wetzel's pretzels without getting a sinful.
Uh-huh.
I don't care how full I am.
Yeah.
I don't care how full I am.
So can I ask a question?
Please.
Did you eat again?
I wanted to, but it was still raining because I was going to stop at Blaze Pizza and eat pizza on the way back to the ship.
Oh, dude.
But it was raining. The pizza was going to get wet.
I wish I like while you were there, I wanted to text you. I'm like, go to City Works and try the wings.
You know I love wings.
I know, and I kind of wanted to tell you to do that, but I figured you just ate a Play Pig. I didn't know how long you were there for. And then you had a Wetzel's pretzel. So
Had a Wetzel's pretzel. Walked around a little bit, eating my pretzel.
yeah.
And, you know what I'm in the mood for? You know what I could go home? You know what I could go home with? It wasn't necessarily I was going to eat in that moment. You know what I could go home with? Some chocolate from the Ganachery.
Oh yeah.
Went to the Ganachery.
Nice.
Got 16 squares of chocolate.
Ooh, you
Yeah.
chose which ones you wanted and all that.
Yep, I got three dark chocolate, 3 raspberry, 3 caramel, 3 peanut butter,
Nice.
3 Egyptian salt, 1 orange.
Oh,
Because I've never had orange chocolate
did
before.
you try it?
I did.
How'd you like it?
It was good. They're like I've also had lemon chocolate.
Yeah.
I think I would take lemon chocolate before orange chocolate, but I didn't hate it. Some people hate it.
Yeah.
I did not.
But let me tell you, next time you have orange chocolate, you're gonna know what you're looking for, and you might develop a taste for it. Like you might develop a liking for it because
Yeah.
now you know what it is. Yeah. So awesome.
So
Good-
I
good that
thought,
you didn't hate
yeah,
it.
because everything I got 3 of, I knew I loved.
I love that Egyptian sea salt one,
Oh, it's my favorite.
dude. It's
it's
literally the
it's my
best.
favorite. Yeah, let me get
Sorry,
that
thanks.
out here. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I went there specifically saying I'm going to get Egyptian salt. So it worked out perfectly because at first I was kind of like 16. That's a strange number, but it worked out perfectly because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, if I have to get one, I'll get the one orange. You know, it worked out perfectly.
That's cool.
You know, it
That's
worked
cool.
out perfectly.
You get to try something new.
Mm-hmm. From there, I went to oh god, I'm not gonna remember the name of it. But the bar by STK. And
The Hangar Bar.
that's it.
Yeah, I've drank there.
Mhm.
The appetizer menu looks pretty good. Actually.
Oh, I didn't even look at that.
There's a-
appetizer
yeah.
menu. Had a couple margaritas,
Mm-hmm.
just sitting there enjoying myself.
Nice.
You know, and because I also don't spend a lot of time when I am in Disney Springs just sitting and enjoying myself,
Right.
because usually I have an agenda.
There's an agenda. There's a group of people.
The group of people. Maybe there's a dinner reservation we have to get to, or whatever.
It's one of the pros of a solo trip.
One of the pros. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
honestly, and it was good to get it. It was good to get away.
Yeah.
It was good to get away because sometimes you need that.
Yeah. Dude, I would love a solo trip.
Of course.
Yeah.
And just sitting in Disney Springs, knowing I'm by myself, sipping on a margarita, and, the times that
Yeah. Nothing to do except go back to the cruise in 6 hours.
except go
Yeah.
back to the cruise. Well, honestly, but that's the last thing I did.
Oh,
Everything
really?
I just said took me 6 hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's a ordeal. You're walking the length of Disney Springs. You're in House of Blues. You go to the Hangar
Yeah.
Bar. You're in World of Disney.
Of
you're
course.
like-
and
that's the whole length of the place.
it's not even like I was dilly-dallying. I felt rushed.
Wow.
I did go into Art of Disney too.
Of course.
I did.
You gotta-
I
yeah,
had to go. So I did
gotta.
do that too.
Got it. So you didn't meet the polar bear at Coca-Cola building.
No polar bear.
You didn't hit the top, the roof bar at the Coca-Cola.
Get out of here with that.
Yeah, I like.
John, I felt rushed. I had
too bad.
6 hours there, and I felt rushed.
Yeah.
John, you need. This just goes to show.
Oh, Disney is like packed with things to do. Packed.
I can spend days in Disney Springs alone.
Yeah. Me too.
Days.
You could do a whole trip, let's say like a Saratoga Spring Resort trip, where you're just chilling, enjoying the resort, going to Disney Springs every night.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a whole trip that way and be very satisfied with it.
Mm-hmm.
The parks are a magical plus. It's just Disney World. Just being there is a pleasant time
Mm-hmm.
and a getaway, and our type of getaway. You
Mhm.
know, it doesn't need to be always a beach day. And hell, it was raining when you were there, and it was
Oh,
still
yeah.
it was still nice.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Yeah. No, I had a great time. I won't even say despite the rain, because honestly, the rain was part of it,
Yeah.
because it got people out of my way.
Yeah. Sure.
I had the best time there. It was the best part of the vacation.
That's so awesome. And you tried a couple new things.
And
Hangar
that's just
Bar
it.
and,
I
Polite
tried new things. I loved that. And there's still so much to try still.
Pig. My gosh, yeah.
Just looking forward to the next time I can get down there.
Yeah.
And it was, sometimes and I know I'm preaching to the choir with you, but sometimes you just got to get down there,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't disagree at all. And it keeps us going.
Oh boy,
it's
does
a
it.
really special time.
Yeah.
So
and hopefully, it's not too long till the next time we can get down there.
yeah,
And I mean, when I know how life is, but I'd like to get down there with you sometime too.
absolutely,
Again,
absolutely.
it's been far too long since we've done that.
Agreed.
But there's no denying it was the best part of the trip.
I think I'm gonna live in Florida one day. I think that'll happen. If that happens, like, that'll be easier. Also,
It will be easy.
I mean, you should live in Florida if I live in Florida. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, the podcast must go on.
The podcast must go on. Mouse cheers first.
That shit's first.
Yeah. But that's awesome. I'm sorry I kept asking you to talk about Fort Canaveral. For some reason, I was not connecting the dots.
Yeah. Yeah, but then it was a very sad bus ride back.
The
It
bus
was a
ride back must have
sad bus
sucked.
ride back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough,
Yeah.
honestly. And that's how I started. This was
that's the
this
darn
was day
start.
2 of 8.
Oh,
That's how I started my vacation.
man.
That's rough.
It would have been nice if they, like, hit Fort Canaveral, did, like, Nassau or whatever the heck, and then, like, the private island, then, like, a day at sea, popped back to Fort Canaveral, and then another day at sea and up. That way you could have at least looked forward to another, go at it.
And what I would have done is I would have gone to a park the second time.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine what that honestly, I'm probably thinking, no, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably go back
Imagine
to
6 hours in a park.
No. Nope. I changed my mind.
Yeah. Disney Springs
Nope.
would have been. What you need to do is now listen. Have a Disney vacation. That's what you got to do.
Honestly.
This is who we are. It's just who we are. Unapologetically as well.
Honestly.
Unapologetically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
Yep.
glad you had a couple of margaritas in Disney.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
No, it was a great time, and honestly, I can't. It's almost silly to say, because it goes without saying.
Yeah,
But I can't wait to go back.
of course.
Yeah. But no, I really wanted to wait and just share
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
with you on the
yeah.
pod.
Yeah, I appreciate you waiting because this is us talking about his time,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the first time I'm hearing it too. So I'm glad you had I'm glad that you have overall good memories of it, and that there were good moments to it, and there was a good piece to it. Very nice of them to kind of gift you that
Oh yeah, great people.
cruise.
Great people.
I'm glad you were able to hit up Disney Springs while you were down there.
Mm-hmm.
And it just gives you that taste, and it puts the bug back to get back down to Disney. So,
Mm-hmm.
really cool. I'm glad for you. I'm happy for you.
Yes.
And I'm happy you're back. I'm glad that you didn't get kidnapped in Nassau.
Yeah, happy to be back.
Yeah.
Because ultimately it wasn't a Disney vacation,
Right.
and after a while you want to get back.
Yeah, and that's
you know?
just the way it is.
Yeah.
A non-Disney vacation, you're ready to come home after a certain time.
Yeah.
Disney vacay, here to stay.
Here to stay,
Hey,
and
hey.
you know what, John?
What is up?
I'll cheers to that.
As will I, good sir.
I'm out.
I am not.
Cheers.